Dear Diary, today was the first day of orientation and I met my new Mallinckrodt family. The chief resident took us on a tour. He said, "Books? Pshaw. I never bought or read any books. Use your $1,000 on something useful like fantasy football and PlayStation games." That sounds like a great strategy to me, and I'm sure that will never come back to haunt me later in my residency, months before board exams. Dear Diary, it's been a terrifying first week on GI. Dr. Bell got really cranky when I came into the reading room with an upper GI after 15 minutes of fluoro and 75 images, one of which captured something he called the duodenal bulb. He said, "I'm going to need a fourth cup of coffee and maybe a Guinness." When he got back, he was not as angry. Dear Diary, I'm 1 week into the residency. Yesterday, the first year class had a meeting with the chief residents about behavior and expectations. They told us that yes, we were puny, pastel-wearing first years now, but we could transform ourselves and one day become He-Man chief residents. Mathematically, probably not all of us. All we had to do was come early, stay late, be attentive, not to dawdle after noon conference, never check email, limit personal phone calls, sign our reports quickly, limit restroom time, and most importantly, answer the phone. I'm sure that the meeting was planned from the beginning and not convened because of any specific complaints from attendings. You know who you are. Since the meeting, I've noticed an amazing improvement in phone call response time. This graph illustrates my observations about answering the phone. Here we've got your typical resident. Here's your typical attending. Typical. First year resident, after expectations meeting, effective meeting, and of course Meg. And I think that we realized that as the years went by, Meg actually found a way to sense before. But even then I knew she had a bright future ahead of her. So, Dear Diary, I've been on neuroradiology this week, and it's been a wonderful experience. I got to work with a very friendly fourth-year resident. While most residents have me reading head CTs, he let me do advanced studies and read all the spine MRIs. Some of them had really interesting scoliosis or even post-surgical changes. Also, at the end of the day, he went home and trusted me to do all the protocols for the rest of the day. I've been on interventional radiology this week. It's been pretty hard. I presented a patient to Dr. Pikus, and he responded with several questions. Why would we do that? What's the long-term plan? Are we just going to keep changing those stents over and over again forever? Does that make sense? Did we address the plan last time she was here? Maybe you should look into this a little further. Still, I know I'm doing a pretty good job because it only takes me half an hour to consent a patient, which is 3 times faster than the nurse practitioner, who does this every day, all year long. I was called on today in noon conference, and even though I'm a fourth year, I froze as I was shown a small bowel follow-through. I closed my eyes and hoped it was all a bad dream, but when I opened them, everyone was still waiting for me, and the bowel loops still looked the same as every other follow-through I've ever done. And then the answer came to me from above, or really above and behind. Scleroderma, said a voice. Yeah, I got some high down fold action. Yeah, I can get pound on the scleroderma, brother. I thought it was strange that God was talking so loudly and in such strange language. Still, it was nice to get the correct answer. So, Dear Diary, it's been a year of vicious catfighting between our chief residents. Look at them going at it. The new chiefs who are announced in the class below us, it'll be good to have 3 male chiefs. In fact, at the MIR holiday dinner, I heard a second year tell Dr. Yost, "Glad to see you're putting the he back in chief." It's important to have dialogue with the administration, and I think this young man has a bright future ahead of him. Dear Diary, my baby daughter was born last week, and it's been a real rush of emotions, but a few things stick out. First of all, changing diapers is just lame. But even worse, after every diaper change, I have to log what I changed, when I changed it, what was in there. And I have to rate the baby's crying from 1 to 10 before the diaper change, and then after the diaper change. It's a good thing I had all that training of using Dear Diary, I'm headed to UCLA for neuro fellowship soon, and I got a whopping 5 weeks of vacation. So I tried setting up one of my vacation days, and the secretary told me just to tell him what day I wanted off. And I asked how they were going to manage coverage. He responded by saying, well, you know, we like our fellows, but you guys are sort of extraneous. The attendings do all the work. And when I recovered from that, I told him that's just not the paradigm I'm accustomed to. In the tradition of fellows that I've learned from coming here, I look forward to telling the UCLA residents, if we were back at my institution, the resident would dictate this report. And I look forward to telling the attendings, too bad we aren't at MIR, otherwise I would dictate this report for you. So, Dear Diary, boards are done and we're going to graduate soon. Although we fourth years are sad to depart and move on to fellowships, we know that we are leaving the Institute in the hands of wise leaders who will make good and mature decisions and serve as So that's the end of my final follow-up. Thanks for your attention. As you know, I kid because I love, for the most part. Seriously, this place has been very special for Judy and myself and the rest of the fourth years as well. We deeply appreciate the commitment the attendings have had to teaching us, and we'll miss hanging out with the greatest residents in the country. Thank you.